Yo, what's up? This is your boy DJ Fizzy Fame, First Class Entertainment, Krush TV. Hey, we back again. Happy New Year to everybody. We've been out of market for a while, but I ain't gonna get into all that right now. Yo, we're here with Reggie Lewis. Actually, this is my cousin I grew up with. My little cousin and stuff. We have fun. We was little. I used to harass him, kick his ass and shit when we was little. But my cousin got this thing called astronauts. So on Facebook. So before we get into astronauts, Reg, let's go by. Let's go with our family base. Most of our families today, our families like in the music, more business, educated. I mean, really, they're doing a lot of business. So, what's your thought on it?
Yeah, I mean, we lucky enough to come from a family of pretty decent people, but they all came from nothing, man. They grew up with not much, and they were able to turn it into a little something. So that's kind of where I got it from.
So what's the astronauts? What it stands for? What it's about?
Well, man, it's crazy. The astronauts was actually something that came to me, probably when my freshman year of college. And I went to visit Houston for the first time ever with my first roommate. And I realized I had never left Waco, man. Other than going on a football trip or a track trip, I had never even left Waco, man. So I felt kind of like, me living up here in Arlington and going to Tyler and living in Huntsville, it's kind of like being an astronaut. It's kind of like outer space for me, It's a lot of my friends back home that still never left the city limits. So that's kind of what it means.
So based up on astronauts, it's like, I can relate from where he from, because when I was growing up, I was in Upper Bound, and I was Jackie Jill, I was in Zenos and Kudos, and that's where I did most of all my traveling from, and with the church. I did most of my traveling for, and if we did go anywhere, it was up to Dallas or Houston or Galveston, where my dad go see his family. Yeah, I feel like that. I still feel today, I still see a lot of people haven't left Waco. That they actually still like doing the same thing. And then when my cousin came with this astronaut, I want y'all people to jump on this, because it's a million things that you can do. I mean, you can get off your tail and try to do something. Everybody want to try to stay the same. I can't stay the same. I have to keep grinding, keep moving. But as growing up in Waco, man, I was a kid, man. Just growing up in Waco. But we're gonna get on that.
Oh man, well we had a good time growing up in Waco, man. It's a reason why I never noticed that I had left the city limits, because we had so much fun inside of it. From playing baseball and football and getting lost in forests that really weren't forests. Well, we thought they were. We were lost in a bunch of trees.
Cameron Park.
I mean, it was fun, but there's other things out there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want my kids to grow up how I grew up, and I'm trying to, do what I can to make sure that people get, kind of information that they might not be getting at home. So.
And I can understand when we were growing up, man. Waco was like, it was fun. I mean, I can remember on Friday nights, high school football. Waco High was Paul Tyson. I mean, that if you wanted Paul Tyson on a Friday night, I mean, he just really wasn't nowhere to go on a Friday night. And then I remember what my cousin was doing with the Bone Shakers at the Dewey, the skate world on Sunday nights. It was always things to do, like you say, man. It was always things to do. Like when Mark Herr coached baseball, with Eastern and Northern. Everybody did all Elks, Southern. It was a lot of things to do, because those parents right there was always concerned about the kids in the neighborhood. Like my dad always pick up the kids, Uncle Herr always pick up the kids and took them places and put them in sports and activities. And now these days, we don't see a lot of that.
Yeah.
But that's what you're doing now. You coaching basketball,
well,
and baseball.
I coach baseball and football and track. But it's crazy that you mentioned cousin Harold. Because a lot of the stuff that he taught us, as far as throwing the ball, catching, pitching, the same stuff that I'm teaching my son and the rest of the little boys on my team. If someone took the time out to show me, I want to kind of pass that on. Because there's a lot of kids on my team that the parents don't show up. And my wife is at every single practice, even though I tell her she don't have to be there. But a lot of kids don't have that. And so this is where we had to step in, like cousin Harold did for me. If it wasn't for him, man, I don't know where I'd be right now.
Because Uncle Herr, you could not go over there without hitting, what was up there, hitting the tires.
Pitching in the backyard. Yeah.
I mean, that was what he was doing. We don't care if you weren't doing nothing. I didn't play for Northern, I was playing for Eastern, but if I was over there, come on, Junior, I need you to do the books for me. I need you to come coach third base. And, I learned a lot of that, man. It's like, now that Now all our family having businesses. Like with Terry. Terry's still doing the promoting. I'm doing the promoting. Teresa, what she got going on with S1, Larry Griffin.
Producing.
All that, man. I'm like, and his sons is doing things. Like my sister have her own business, and it's like our family is actually like it's a growth. Vernon Lewis, my other cousin, I never knew he would be doing UFC boxing, but he doing something, and I like that family. I like what my cousin doing. But y'all have to jump on his astronauts. I'm telling y'all have to go check out his fan page. I'm like also what I see out here in Dallas, man. It's like. They do how they helping the community and stuff. It's not like the community like how I see it, man. I see a lot of kids out there walking with their pants down. A lot of kids disrespect. And I'm like, man, I don't know if it's the city or is it just what people has changed and how we was growing up and everything. When we was growing up, man, it was like discipline in the house. I mean, it was really discipline in the house and everything like this. I'm like, I see a lot of kids, like a lot of unfortunate kids, didn't really get the things that they really wanted to do. But like that's why we have to take place and have to do like that. I fed the homeless this year, and like I'm seeing kids out there who don't have a lot, and that brings tears to my eyes. But I don't see that, and that's why I take place and try to do what I do. So actually, what about your last time I heard you say you working on your PhD, your bachelor's?
Yeah, I'm in the final year of my actual content coursework. And I started working on my dissertation. So as soon as I knocked that out, and I had that doctorate, man, you kind of go out there. You got to go out there and grab everything that's available to you, man, because you really need all those tools just in case. You got to bring a lot to the table. So when the opportunity presents itself, you have everything that you need, and they can't tell you no.
And so what was your job for? What you doing in the job field now?
Well, right now I'm a training specialist. I go around the state of Texas and I work for the Department of Family Protective Services, kind of teaching the workers, offering workshops on certification courses as far as child abuse, elderly abuse, drug and alcohol assessment and treatment. I teach about 17 or 18 different classes around the state.
Yeah, you travel a lot, huh?
Yeah.
How you like that?
Oh man, it's all right. It was a lot better in the beginning, but you get used to it.
Get to meet a lot of new people.
Yeah, man, that's a whole other topic. A lot of times it's just me in the airport by myself, man. It's not too many folks that really conversate with me in the airport. It's kind of a foreign place, but that's a whole other topic.
So what's next for astronauts? What's next for?
Well, really, what it is, man, is there's a lot of stuff I want to do. I had to drill it down to one thing. So basically, what astronauts wants to do now is go out there and reach, the teenagers, the people who are about to graduate high school, and they at that point where they need to make a decision. And I know some of them thinking, I got a lot of time, I got all the time in the world, but that's not true. And a lot of them just don't have the information on how to get to college. How's it going to get paid for? What are my options? Can I, the armed forces, technical schools, learn the trade. I just want to educate them on everything that they can possibly do, and then kind of offer them, maybe college visit trips. All the stuff. That's the stuff my Uncle Sam took me to Sam Houston. He physically took me and my friend to Sam Houston, filled out the application with us, and paid for the application fee. And that's why I went to Sam Houston. And a lot of people don't have that. They don't have people like that. So if it wasn't for that, I might be still in Waco.
Yeah, they're just the same thing. Like I was talking to my nephew. He picked up the phone and called me, and we talked about college. We talked about his career, his football career. Even though I know he wants to be, he in the spot where he want to be. We talk, and I said, don't go to school just to play football. But I know every guy want to play football, go NFL. But I said, remember, you are getting an education, a free education at that. And he's kind of flip-flop with these schools, what school he want to go to, what school he want to sign to. But I told him before he hung up, I love you, Neff, but whatever decision you make, I am right behind you. But make the right decision what you want to do in your lifetime.
Yeah.
Because like you said, it's not a lot of parents out there. I know a lot of parents don't even get to go to their kids' football games, baseball games. It is whatever. How was the game? That's supporting. Most of the kids need that support. Most of the kids need that guidance. I mean, like like to guide us, because you know a lot of kids don't get that. You know, like our parents, like Uncle Her, you know, cousin Sam was just like that. You know, Aunt Jimmy, when she was living, she was just like that. She was always make sure we was always doing stuff.
Yeah, man. And the thing about it is, it's not like it's nothing wrong. You know, everybody don't have to go to college. Everybody don't have to go to trade school. And there's nothing wrong with staying in Waco. But we just want to make sure that you understand all your options. So if you choose to stay in Waco, you know how to go find you a job in Waco that's going to give you enough money to actually live a decent lifestyle. So there's all kind of avenues out there. That's just kind of what the astronauts is trying to, you know, get out there to the young folks.
So are you gonna are you gonna have a well-based class, or are you gonna have a class for these kids, or like a Saturday or anything they come to?
Well, it's kind of, you know, what it is it's like an instructor-led or face-to-face class, you know, where I kind of go out there and actually deliver the information. But then if you go to my website, there's all kinds of resources available for the folks, you know, for the teenagers, for the parents, as far as how to fill out a FAFSA, you know, how to get money, how to fill out for a staff loan, just all the stuff that's available I have on my website. So.
All right, now, hey, tell the people about the website, Facebook, how they can get a hold of you.
It's the website is www.astronotz with a Z, N-O-T-Z, ASTRONOTZ.com. On Facebook, it's under The Astronauts. You can find the fan page. My email address is Reggie Lewis at astronauts.com. And so it's all the stuff you need to get in contact with me.
Hey, y'all take that information down, man. Hey, we about to get up out of here and probably go eat a little Black Eyed Peas. It's kind of like windy out here. Y'all know how to catch us. First Class Entertainment, Krush TV. This your boy DJ Fizzy Fame. Yo, got my cousin Reggie Lewis, Astronauts. Y'all check it out. See you when I see you. Holla.